after that, my mom asked me to go back to that home and now start cooking in my own house now as a wife. And that is when now trouble began beating me. That mother-in-law then decided not to give me any food. And that time my baby was 2 months old. Life was tough. I remember I used to go in a shamba that was planted watermelons, and I would eat those watermelons so that at least I get some milk for the baby to suck. And when it got so tough, I decided to run away with my baby. I don't know where I got the money. I really don't know. I remember I just went and borrowed my husband's number because I even didn't have it. I borrowed his number from someone, and the next day I just disappeared. I escaped from that place. And when I reached to Nairobi, I was like, now, do I go to my dad's house or do I go to this guy? Okay, I do not know where this guy stays in Nairobi. So I called him and I told him, hey, I'm in Nairobi. Tell me where you stay or I'll go back home. And because he doesn't want me to go back home, he told me where he stays, and I went. Reaching there, I was like, oh my God, I wish I had remained where I'm coming from.
Why?
This guy, okay, it's not that Amabati house is bad, but this one was messed up. It was a very small, congested, dirty Mabati house full of the smell of bang and everything. And I'm like, you even never told me you smoke bang. And it's like, I just started. I've not been doing it. And I'm thinking I have to stay here with my baby in this house. But I was like, it's okay. At least now I have a husband. We can reason together. At least we are together. Catherine, I stayed there for almost 2 years, trying to change a man. He never changed. And after 2 years, I was done, and I told him, I am going back to my father's house, and I will apologize again. And I carried my baby, and I went back to my dad's house.
So what was happening in those 2 years?
Life was tough. I would tell him to go and visit my dad, at least just talk to him, because that's what my dad wanted. But he was not comfortable. He would say, I don't have money. Your dad is going to look down upon me and stuff like that. He didn't want to work. He was just lazy. I was doing all the work. He was doing all the drinking, you know. So I got tired of all that, and I decided to leave. And I was also afraid of my dad talking, because he would call and tell me, Nancy, you'll never have peace in that marriage. So to me, that was a curse, and I was so afraid of that. So I went back to my dad again, and I apologized. And I told Dad, this time around, I will not disappoint you. Please, for the last time, forgive me. And my dad forgave me again. He forgave me again. And he told me, in fact, I want to take you to driving school and computer classes so that your mind is very occupied. You don't think about men again. And I was like, Dad, thank you. I will make sure I don't think of a man again. 3 weeks. 3 weeks in computer classes. I realized I'm pregnant. I had actually walked out of that marriage pregnant. And now I'm thinking, oh, Jesus, now who do I tell this? How do I even, okay, do I tell my sister? How? Do I tell my mom? How? Who do I tell? So I decided to now hide the pregnancy until I complete now the courses. Hey, but can you hide pregnancy? So my mom noticed, and she asked me, Nancy, are you pregnant?
Your mom now had come back to Nairobi?
Yeah, she'd come back to visit with my son. And remember, now I have a daughter. I have a daughter, and now I found out I'm pregnant again. And then she asked me, Nancy, are you pregnant? And I'm like, yes. She fainted.
Your mom fainted?
And she was taken to the hospital. She was admitted for pressure. I remember when I went to see her, she told me, Nancy, I don't know what you're going to do, but when I come in that house, I don't want to get you there.